Also, why do you say that you're not beautiful enough? According to who? If Allah accepts you as you are, and Allah says that He has created you in the best of ways, surely you are beautiful enough to wear the niqab. Assalamu alaikum, I hope you're doing well. I thought I would start this mini series of me answering and commenting and reacting to different comments that I get from time to time. Like sometimes I get a comment and I want to write a reply for it, but then I think I want to emphasize it a little bit more. I want to brainstorm it a little bit more and reflect on it a bit deeper than I would in a text. So I thought that I would start this mini series today and inshallah see how it goes. So today's comment that I want to react and reflect upon is, I just got it recently, and it's very common to see this comment. So I read a part of it. It says, Assalamu alaikum. I feel like I'm not pretty enough for the niqab, but I really want to wear it. And believe it or not, I've got this comment quite fairly a fair bit of times during the years, and I wanted to reflect on it today. I understand that we get this notion, or we might get the feeling, that we are not pretty enough to wear the niqab, as if beauty and prettiness or the appearance would have something to do with niqab. Of course it has something to do with niqab, obviously, because even if you follow the opinion that it's strongly recommended, then it becomes even mandatory for you to wear it if you're extremely beautiful. But that gets to my next point, is beauty is so subjective. Beauty is subjective to person. It changes from person to person. It changes from culture to culture, from city to city, and time to time. So there is not this one singular concept throughout time and universe and place that what is beautiful. Because what is beautiful to me could be beautiful, or rather ugly, for somebody else. So this concept of I'm not beautiful enough to wear the niqab is already kind of flawed in this sense, because Allah has made everybody beautiful. Allah says that in the Quran, that He has made the human being in a perfect way, in a beautiful way. All of us are in one way or the other beautiful appearance wise. That's what Allah says to us. So yes, niqab is somewhat obviously connected with your physical appearance, but who is to say that you're not beautiful, or who is to say that you are beautiful and you should wear it? Obviously there is some type of common ground of what is beautiful, and maybe in your culture you might be beautiful, so it would be better for you to wear the niqab. But then again, it's, like I said, it's very subjective, and I've heard surprisingly a lot of comments from many people, from sisters, that they say their experiences that even sometimes they have been wearing niqab, and if they take it off, let's say in the masjid or in a Quran class, even, subhanallah, that somebody has said to them that, why do you wear niqab, you're not even pretty. First of all, know your lane, stay in your place, don't comment on other people's appearance like that. And it's your opinion, but you cannot comment on other people's appearance like that. That's just rude and unnecessary. So we have kind of adopted this notion that if you're pretty, then you should cover yourself. And some places we even hear this thing that, why do you cover yourself, you're so pretty, as if ugly people cover themselves. But that's the haters that usually go against the niqab. The second notion that I wanted to say is that Allah doesn't require you to be beautiful, or Allah doesn't require niqab from you to be beautiful, if you're beautiful, because the only requirement is that you are a believing woman. I have another video about this, are you worthy? Are you good enough? Are you worthy of wearing the niqab? In that I talk about the piousness, are you pious enough? Are you believing, or in a certain level of piety enough to wear the niqab? But you can go through that some other time. But in this one we are concentrating on the physical beauty. Allah doesn't require that we have to be a certain level of physical beauty, or a certain amount of people have to be attracted to us in order for us to wear the niqab. Also, what I want to note here is that physical beauty will fade and change and alter throughout the years. Whether it's like we are aging, we are about to age, everybody is going to age, and the age is going to affect all of us in a different way, in many similar ways, but of course in a different ways, and usually deteriorating our physical beauty and our appearance naturally. That's going to affect. Of course, we can also have certain things that happen to us throughout our life. We can have an accident, we can have a skin disease or a skin condition, we can go through childbirth and stress and all these type of things that are going to affect our physical appearance, that is going to change over time. Then we have this aspect of inner beauty and how it affects your outer beauty and how other people perceive you as beautiful. Let's say you have someone who is kind of like mediocre, and once again, mediocre, I'm not saying like a certain person is a mediocre. You can just imagine this in your own surroundings, in your own contexts. Someone is mediocre pretty or mediocre looking, whatever you want to say. And then you find out that they have the most beautiful manners and they have the most beautiful face and smile, and they are just the kindest of people. Immediately they will feel attractive to you. They will feel beautiful to you as a person, even though they didn't have the most symmetrical face or the according to the most latest beauty standards. Also, beauty standards, they change over time. Our current like dunya beauty standards, they will change over time. So what is beautiful now is not going to be in trendy tomorrow and such like that. So even if your face would never change, you might still be considered ugly and beautiful within your lifetime, subhanallah. But coming back to the inner beauty, how it actually on an opposite, on a contrary to the physical beauty, it actually can enhance over time. Whereas in our physical beauty, we can start from here and then it starts to deteriorate over time. Inner beauty, on the other hand, can increase over time. Even if your body is going this way, your inner beauty can go this way. You can become more and more beautiful and have this reflection in your face even when you get beautiful, because of you improve your manners, your patience improves. The test that you go through in life, and you can gain sabr and patience and taqwa from them, and through them, they will increase your beauty, and the smile and the nur that you have on your face, they will increase. Like you can see some older ladies and older people who are so beautiful, but they might not fit to the beauty standards of our time or what we see in magazines or anything like that, for example. But they are still beautiful. So the beauty is very subjective and cultural, and we have to kind of like reframe what is beautiful, what is beauty, why do you say that you're not beautiful enough, according to who? If Allah accepts you as you are, and Allah says that He has created you in the best of ways, then surely you are beautiful enough to wear the niqab. I do understand that in many parts, also social media and our culture with influencers and sometimes even some modest companies using beautiful models to model their niqabs and their products, can of course subconsciously affect on our belief of ourselves and our attractiveness or about our worth. Can we feel worthy of niqab? I can see these beautiful people, they're wearing this niqab, but I'm not beautiful enough to wear it. Am I gonna think I'm thinking higher of myself? Am I thinking are people gonna think that when I wear niqab and then they see me lifting it up in the masjid, are they gonna see like, why are you even covering yourself? You're thinking too much of yourself. Do you think that you are attractive to other people or fitna to other people? That is just really insecure type of, if somebody would say that to you, actually, subhanallah, that would be such an insecure and rude way of them saying something like that. But think about how you speak to yourself. Just like be kind to yourself and speak kindly and good about yourself. Think that inshallah through this Allah will beautify you, your characteristics as well. And I'm not saying like if you're ugly and you wear niqab, just it's going to beautify you in, like, first of all, like There's nothing called ugly. It's an assumption, or it's a viewpoint, and it will change over time. So like, we should focus on our inner beauty. Also, the most beautiful women and people in the world, at some point their beautiful will fade. Are we going to just look on the exterior and not concentrate on the interior also? And this is a huge reminder to myself, of course, first before you. But I just wanted to kind of like come in here and just comment on this type of topic, and yeah, share what you think about this topic. What do you think about this topic in the comments? And yeah, see you in the next one, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.